Now,
All right, Shalom Israel. Y'all, Bashim Yahshua Barakatah. Y'all Shemar Lasam Bashim Yahushua, Priest and Officer Marah, Officer of 5,000. All right. In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. What we're about to do is in lesson 13. All right. We did the, oh, can you hand me the book, Biblical Hebrew Working Textbook? I can grab it as well. Biblical Hebrew Text and Workbook. All right. Aim this down just a little bit. Boom. This book right here, y'all. It's a lot here from the late start. We're in lesson 13 for the Biblical Hebrew Text and Workbook. I think I might be too close into it. Or maybe I just gotta shine just a little bit of light this way. Something like that. All right. Here we go. Biblical Hebrew Text and Workbook. All right. With that being said, we're in lesson 13, man. Lesson 13 of the Biblical Hebrew Text and Workbook. All right. I'm getting the series together. I'm editing the videos. I'm going through them. I'm looking at them. I'm chopping them, making them shorter. Stay tuned for the Hebrew page that we got coming out. Brand new I.S.U.P.K. Hebrew page, man, coming out. It's got the approval. Stay tuned. Look forward to it. We're going to be doing a lot on there, man. Reading the Bible in Hebrew. Got an English audio Bible, a Hebrew audio Bible, man, that you can just listen to and get the feel of our language. Man, videos, like acting videos in the Hebrew. So much stuff, man, that I got the approval for, man, and we're going to get it in, try to get it in at least before Christ come, man, to get our people up out of this hell. So we're in lesson 13. As you can see, the title is lesson 13, Tha at the end of a root word. I don't think they have Tha right here at the end of a root word on the cover. Oh, actually they do. This right here, Tha. So I don't want to use my middle finger, but here we go. Tha, right there at the end of a root word. Now this is the Assyrian, of course. But with that being said, let's get into the lesson, man. We already wasted a lot of time. I'm gonna take up there. You good to go? If you did everything you had to do. Oh no. Actually, I'm glad. Can you hand me that book, Baba Kushaw? All right. So Ibad, if you can just write down these words for me. Up on the board. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll give them the words as we go along. We sort of wasted a lot of time. Not Ibad's fault, not my fault. We just had to get everything technically right. All right. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna share my screen. Share my screen, y'all. We're gonna read it and go through it. Lesson 13 of the Biblical Hebrew Text and Workbook. All right. Hold on, what happened? I think I ended my screen share by accident. All right, here we go. Biblical Hebrew Text and Workbook. It's the PDF that you can download. I believe I'll put the link out on Facebook for everybody to download if they wanted to get it. But there's a link that you can use to get the PDF. The PDF pages aren't exactly, of course, numbered like the pages in the book. You know what I mean? Like the PDF version of the pages is not like it's not the exact book page. All right, so where are we at? 16, bang, bang, 14 and 2. We're in lesson 13. We are on page. Once we go back to it. And lesson 13 is not too long, but it's a nice few exercises, all right? 13B, A, 13.6, boom. Page 59. Page 59 in the workbook. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me make the screen gigantic for y'all, as big as possible. All right, here we go. Page 81, I believe. Page 81, if you have the PDF. Right. All right, PDF page 81. But if you actually have the book, the actual book, then we are on page What page are we on? This is 59, page 59. All right. All right, so now let's get started, right? Remember, they teaching us thigh at the end of a root word. Can you give me 1 Samuel 3 and 8? No. All right. Now, we at the point where we're going to read 1 Samuel 3 and 8 at the end. At the end, after we come up with what we think it is. I told y'all the class is going to take a turn from this point on. It's like we went through the baby steps of what we needed to do. Now is at a turning point to where we ain't being spoon fed as much, and of course as the lessons go on, we won't be spoon fed as much as we were in the beginning, right? So now let's get into it. All right, I just want to check something. Let me just see something how this looks. All right, that's pretty good. 1 Samuel 3 and 8. So let's break it down. I want to come to the board, right? First, let's read what they have up here. Actually, you know what? Let's read 1 Samuel 3 and 8 in the Hebrew, and then in the English, we'll break it down, all right? So 1 Samuel 3 and 8, I'll pull this up on the Blue Letter Bible. All right, just give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. Boom, boom, 3 and 8. Here we go. Now let me stop sharing that screen. Stop sharing that, and then share the next screen. All right, here we go. 1 Samuel 3 and 8. Boom. So now, let's take that off of there. We ain't gonna look at that thing. Let's come down. Oh, damn, what I do? I went and did something wrong. I don't know what I did. I went back a chapter. Let's see if this move is forward a chapter. Here we go. All right, here we go. Boom. I think that's what I did. Just exactly what you said. All right. Take the vowel points off. All right, let's read 1 Samuel 3 and 8 in the Hebrew. If anybody wants to read it, all right, Abba, you want to take the first stab at it? 1 Samuel 3 and 8 in the Hebrew. Let me bring this over here. Boom, just to keep it like this. All right, let's get it, Abba.
Do you still need to say my alphabet?
Oh, the water. Let me say my alphabet as well. Abagada hawazacha tayaka lamanasa I pasza kwara sha ba. All right, that was my own specific melody. Everybody has their own specific melody that they do for whether you rap it, you sing it, you want a poetry, your alphabet. It's our language. We own it. It's us. It belongs to us. You know what I mean? You want to do it fast, slow, skip, slow down, go fast, slow down again. It's yours. It belongs to you. Can't nobody take it or tell you you're right or wrong. As long as you do it in order from A to Tha. All right? Abba, you got the alphabet.
Go God. Ba da ha wa za ha tayaka lamanasa I patiza kwara shata.
All right, Abba did it. Now, me and Abba, we got the similar melody. But that is not like the only specific melody that you have to do. That we just have a similar melody, all right, or pattern that we say, all right. But me and Abba, we like twins in this thing, man. We got our own spot and everything. You know what I mean? All right, let's get it, Abba. Whenever you're ready, 1 Samuel 3 and 8.
Okay, this is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 8 in the Ibaria of the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K Yahweh Kwara Shama Wa'al
Shema Wa'ala.
Shama Wa'ala.
And don't mind these little quotations that come up or whatever. We ain't using that. That's just the definition or whatever little things. I don't even know what it is. But go ahead, Ibad.
Ba Shalaf Yaf Ba Shalash Yaf.
Uh-huh.
Waya Kwam. Wayalaka.
Wayalak.
Wayalak.
Remember Yalak and Halak. Walk and go. All right. Go ahead.
Ayya. Waya Amar. Hananya.
Hananiah.
Hananiah. Kaya. Quara Atha. Laya. Waya Bun. Alya. Kaya Yahweh. Quara La Na Ar.
All right. La Na'ar.
La Na Ar.
Or La Na'ira.
La Na Ira.
Either or. All right. Until I gotta figure out what's the actual pronunciation for.
Cool.
All right. Now, with that being said, let's get it. All right. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. You know what? I'm gonna stop sharing that one and share. Go back to the first screen. So now we read it in Hebrew. Now they want us to break it down, right? So let's do it. All right. They want us to part of the verse that they want us to break down is Waya Amar, Hananiah, Kaya, Para'atha, Laya. All right. So they ask us, what does Waya Amar mean? They asking us, what does it mean? Well, it's time to go to the board, y'all. All right. It's time to go to the board. Let's get it. I'm actually leave this down here. I buy it for you since I have the PDF. I'll leave this down here for you. I got everything marked off, so we'll be on the same page. All right. So now, Waya Amar. I'll leave that up there for now. So, Wa Ya Amar. I think we've been doing Waya Amar for like 4 years, 4 Passover straight. Right. Wa Ya and then you got Mar. Ma, and Ra are connected. Alright, so like it. Waya Mar. So Waya Mar. Alright? So that's how you pronounce it. Waya Mar. And I think everybody knows what it means by now. It means say or said. So with that being said, Waya Amar means say, means and. Y at the beginning of a root word means and. Right? Ya at the beginning means he. But I put it in parentheses because it's usually an indicator to indicate who is speaking about. And I mean, I'm gonna take this off so y'all can see it a lot easier. All right, we'll come back to that. So it's an indicator to show who is speaking about. All right, like and he said, Dad. So in English it'll be and Dad said. He won't be there, but it will be written and pronounced Waya Amar, meaning and he said, Dad. All right, meaning and Dad said. All right, Waya Amar, and he said. Right? So like you have to say. Because it means say as well. Right? But and he said. Wa Ya Amar. So they ask us what it means. It means and he said. And he said. Wa Ya Amar. Waya Amar. And he said, go ahead.
Do verbs always have an indicator?
Most of the time, yes, they always have an indicator. Like yes, they always have an indicator because in our language it's written that way. You know what I mean? It's written with the indicator. That's how our language is. Like, and you'll see. I don't know if y'all can see the board. Shout out to everybody that's online. All right, what's going on, Akim? Wa'akwathian. All right. Now, if y'all can't see, then just type in the number 2, or just put a 0. Matter of fact, if you can't see, put 0. You know what I mean? But if you can see, then it's to why you ain't got to do nothing. All right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, and he said, so that's what they asked us to do. They asked us to write, and he said up on the board. I mean, to write it down. So that's what we did. He wrote, and he said, Waya Amar. All right. Go ahead.
So I understand that the verb goes first.
So let me, I just want to put this just so everybody can remember that Hebrew goes from right to left. All right. So this is the character Wa. This is Ya. This is Ah. And then this right here is Ma. And then this is the R. I put the actual Ra. Good night. That's good though. All right. So, and these two are connected pretty much. I just put it like that, make it easier. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Let me just make it bigger. All right. So I'll make it bigger just so y'all can see it clearly. Go ahead, Ibad.
So God, so I understand that the verb always goes first before the subject. But within the
Well, it doesn't always go first, but it goes first. I mean, that's the rule. But Israel, remember, we not Esau. We not like stuck up, stick up or behind, homo. But we not like that, man. You know what I mean? Like our language and culture is flexible. Go ahead, Ibad.
So the rule is that the verb generally goes 1st. Mm-hmm. But what I noticed with the indicator, that within the verb, there's a clue to what the subject is.
Yes. It's letting you know that the subject is what the oppressor classifies, which we'll see, as second person, third person masculine singular. Meaning he's speaking in third person. First person is I, second person is you, third person is he, she, they. First person is I or we or us or our. Second person is you, y'all, your. Third person is they, he, she. And then, singular, it would be I, plural, all that. You get it. So he classifies that as third person singular.
Right.
Go ahead.
So the indicator is going to be a pronoun.
Yeah, I guess so. Yes. Yes, the indicator is like a pronoun, pretty much. Right. Yes, you can say that. So that makes it easier for you. So this is the indicator to show that it's talking about somebody. And he said, now here's the thing. In Hebrew, this could actually be in the actual which color. It could be saying he, but you'll know if it's a person's name. So if it's just Wayat Amar, it means and he said. If it's no body behind it or no person, place, or thing, no noun behind it. If it's and he said, Ibad, we know that it's saying Ibad said, and Ibad. Here's a good thing too about a heathenistic language. It can't hold a torch to the Lord's language. So, in the Lord's language, we going straight over, right to left. Waya Amar, and he said. And then to break God's language down to a heathen, 1, and 2, Slaki 2, Ibad, 3, said. You see that? See how much jumping around you got to do? And Ibad said. When in Hebrew is and he said Ibad. And Ibad said. And the he is known. The he is talking about Ibad. It's talking about you, right? Now, if there's no name there, then it's literally and he said. But both of them, when you pronounce it, it means and he said. And he said Ibad to something, something, something. Meaning Ibad is the he that said this. You can't sneak this in our language. Because it's direct. You're telling on yourself. Or when somebody goes to say what happened, they have to tell them. Because they can't even explain it without saying it's him. If I come in the club and I say, man, niggas know what it's hitting for. Don't nobody want no smoking air. Niggas don't want no smoking air. Somebody gonna turn around and say, who the F you talking to? What you mean? What you said? Somebody gonna approach you. That's Israel. Yeah, a woman might even say it. Nigga, who the F you talking to? Who you talking about? Oh, all right, don't make me get my brother. That's Israel. You can't just come and be gay. You feel me? You can't do that in Israel. All right? So they ask us what it means. It means and he said. All right? So that's the first part. Waya Amar. Now, if I was able to write this down some type of way, I definitely would. I think I could I don't know, I had to type it some type of way, but we got it on the board. We'll put it all on the board at the end. All right, we'll put the whole thing up on the board. Now remember, we're gonna go through it ourselves, and um, we're gonna go through it ourselves first. All right, we're gonna do it ourselves, and then we're gonna go up there and hold on, Sluggy, what in the world am I doing? Supposed to be looking at the comments. All right, here we go. All right, now let's get back to it, right? So they asking us, what does Waya Amar mean? It means and he said. We understand that, right? Now they ask us, what does Hananiah mean? Now, if y'all remember, we was given a list of Hebrew words. We was given a list of Hebrew words. Actually, it might tell us up here. Let me go up. I just want to go up here real quick and see if it says it. I think it might say it at the end of 13. Yeah, actually, right. It tells us at the end of 13. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna skip y'all down real quick so y'all can see this. At the end of the 13th chapter, it'll tell us which Hebrew words we're responsible for. All right. I just want to show you. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead, Ibot.
Okay. I think you broke this down before, but
Go
I'm
ahead.
sure I recall. What's the significance of the action verb going first?
Because that's people remember how Israel is as a people. We entertainment oriented. You know what I mean? Like we revolve around, the world does as well, but we very big on entertainment. That's just one way I can easily make it understandable, right? Whenever you asking somebody what's going on, what you doing, what happened, you know what I mean? It's like you want to know the detail. What happened? I got into a car accident, something, something, something. What happened? We got into a fight, something, something, something. What happened? This is what happened. You feel me? So nobody wants to know, well, what happened? See, well, I bought something, something, and somebody else. Yeah, they be like, yeah, meaning trying to get to the to what actually happened. You feel me? I bought such and such and such and such. And it was also who else was there? Somebody else was there. Like, all right, but what happened? Yeah, it was also Fred, and you like, okay, what happened? You know, what I mean, you're gonna actually stop him and say, just tell me what the like. Tell me who did it later. Just tell me what the f happened.
Right.
Oh, we went and bought a lollipop. Like you like what? Like you called me all this way for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm thinking something really went down. All right. So with that being said, I can't remember exactly where it's at. Did I skip over it? I know it's at the end of 13. Oh, here it is, right here. Lucky y'all went past it. All right, let me make it bigger again. Boom, here we go. So for lessons 13 and 17, learn words 76 to 100 from the vocabulary list. Because remember, we had to learn the first 50 words. Now we got to learn 76 to 100 for 13. So 1 to 8 was the first 50 words, and then 8 to 13 was 25 words, I guess, or 26 words. Well, yeah, 25, and now we got to learn 25 more. All right. For this one, then I think after this is like we're responsible for like 100 words. Like after 17, I think we got to do literally is like 100 words. Literally, like we got to learn from 100 to 200 or maybe 100 to 250. I forget what it is, right? But I just wanted to show this to y'all, just so y'all can know where we at. All right. So I bought what they was asking us is, what does Hananiah mean? If you can pull up Hananiah on page, now I would go to it here for y'all, but it's gonna take me a minute to get back because I gotta go all the way like 3 something to page 3 something, and it's just gonna take forever. And with that being said, I think if you grab that for me, I'll buy it. Yeah, so it would take me like forever to do it, right? It'd take me forever to do it. Put my phone on mute. Lock it. So it'll take me forever to get down there, and I want to have to do all that and hold up the class. So they ask us, what does Hananiah mean? Let's put it up on the board. Once our buy gives it to us out the vocabulary, we'll write it up on the board. All right. And I'll write this word, and y'all write these words down too. Like while y'all Amar is the root word. Y and Yah at the beginning, they are connectors. We went over this already, so everybody else should know it. All right. So you just gotta go like by and just check, and just check down because it could be anywhere. Remember, it is giving us words that we already used. So I would just check all the way up to 100. It should be on there. All right. So let's write this on the board. Now notice, I'm not doing a series. This is our language. All right. The Assyrian we will do in the like the other. Sometimes I do Assyrian as well, but for this Friday class, you know what I mean. I'll do the Assyrian on like the other ones, or if somebody asks, you know what I mean. But mostly for the Friday classes, I'm trying to keep it our language. And then when and you'll see us reading the Assyrian. If you get an alphabet sheet, if you go to your camp leader or send me an email, ISUP.gmail.com. I send you all the class info that you need. It'll come with an alphabet sheet. You'll get familiar with the connectors and with the characters, the Assyrian letters, right? So this is the character ha, na, ya, ha, na, ya. All right. And then, of course, it goes this way. It's pronounced Hananiah. You got Hana. Yeah. Hana is like behold. That's not that. What is Hana? Behold, see. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought you said it wasn't that. Oh no. You mean it's not Hananiah? Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I mean, I could have got it wrong, but you just gotta keep. Past 100? It shouldn't be. You just gotta look for it. It should be in here. All right. It might give it to you. It might be past 100. Maybe it is past 100. Who knows? All right. Hananiah. This means I am. Here I am. So like it, I'm going to put here first. It means here I am. In old Quaker English, here am I. Right? Hold on. Here am I. In old Quaker English, right? Hananiah. That's what it means, right? Here am I. This is literally what it means. Or here I am. Literally. That's exactly what it means. All right. So y'all can go ahead and write that down. Shalom to everybody online. All right. Everybody tuning in. You don't see it up there? Oh, all right, no sweat. But that way right there ain't gonna tell you where it is. Oh, it's gonna give you the number. It'll tell you what number it is. All right. Now, with that being said, so Wayah Amar, I'll give y'all a second to write this down before I go into that. I'll move these over, right? I actually put these right here so I can write my little examples, you know what I mean, out on the board. So Wayah Amar. Wayah Amar Ananiah. Laki. Jamana. Wayah Amar Ananiah. And I'll write it out. I'll write it out bigger than that in a second. It's pointless if y'all can't even see it. Right? So just go ahead and get this down real quick. And then I'll write it out. Wayah Amar, and he said, Hananiah, here I am. Wayah Amar Hananiah. And he said, here I am. You couldn't find it? All right, well, they're going to tell us up here what Hananiah means. All right? It's in here. It might be, I forget where it was. But everybody should have that down. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at, because it's going to tell us on here anyway. All right? Sometimes it do, sometimes it doesn't. But I know they're going to explain Hananiah because we didn't went over, right? Now, Hananiah, matter of fact, it'll tell us, if you look in the table of contents, in the front, I believe it goes over it. It has something about it, right? Because we did it in a previous lesson, I believe. We did it in a previous lesson, but it should be there. I really don't want to have to go all the way down and show you in the what you call it, but that's what it means. Damn, did I lose a page? Yes, I did. Let's go back where we at. Right where we started, 14. All right, there we go, 14:5. So we about to be back on track. All right, boom, boom, boom. The first time we did Hananiah, it was in a previous lesson, which is why they gave it to us again. This ain't the first time we actually did it, but it means here I am, right? Boom, 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 and it's going to explain it to us. All right. Hold on, let me see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, yeah, so it was probably in lesson 12. I'm going to try to skip up to lesson 12 for us and see if it's in there. All right. Well, Bob, you can do it real quick, and I'm going to put it up on the board. I might as well do it. Boom, boom, boom. Because we already did it before, actually. We did,
lesson 10?
Oh, lesson 10, that's where it's at?
I mean, there's one in lesson 10.
All right, well, that's probably where it is. Because we definitely already did it, which is why they gave it to us again. Can we click the heat?
Okay.
All right, yeah, here it is, lesson 10. All right, Hananiah. So I'll just use it from this example then. All right. And it was all the way at the end. So let's go all the way down. All right, so here it is right here. This is Hananiah 10 and 3, right? On lesson 10 and 3. Salaki, y'all, for the wait. So Hana is a word that cannot be classified as either a noun or a verb. It is called a predicator of existence, right? Talking about the word Hana, all right? Emphasizing presence and immediacy, which is why I said it means behold. Here, I'll go into it. We have no comparable word function in English. Here and now are both acceptable translations for beginning students to use for this word. So here, now, right? Though you'll need broader understanding of the syntaxical usage of the word later. When suffixes are added to this word, which happens frequently, the final ha is lost. Naya or naya is a first person, singular suffix, right? Meaning I. So Hananiah, meaning here or now, naya, salaki. So hana, meaning here or now, plus naya at the end means here I, or here am I, or now I am, or now am I. All right, it's made up of two components. It can be translated as here I am. We all see that, right? It can be translated as here I am. That was in lesson 10. All right, here I am. So we all got that. That should be understood. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have no issues with that. All right, take us back down to 175. And we're going to go down. Boom, boom, boom. Just give it a little second. So therefore, we know that it means here I am. It was a lot to go through, but the Bible says to prove all things, all right? Oh, so like we in 12. Let me just pull this down just a little bit. All right, there we go, 13 and 3. So that's good enough. Go ahead, Ibot.
So the root word was Hana.
Yes, the root word is Hana.
So he took the ha off. And the suffix is Anya. And he took the ha off.
So hold on, let me bring this back to the board. Boom, here we go. All right, go ahead.
So the root word is Hana. And took the ha off.
So Hana is the root word. It's right here. And what did it say when you found Hana?
Behold, see.
Behold.
Lo.
Behold, see. Which Ra'ah is see, but it's saying to look. You know what I mean?
Here,
look.
Now look.
Here, now. Right?
Right.
So behold, look, see, here, now.
And
and what else?
lo.
And lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Hana.
So
Kayahana. Remember that? Psalms 83. Kayahana, for lo. Awayabika, thine enemies.
Right.
Oh, it's like it. Awayabika. Kayahana. Awayabika. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Right.
That's Psalms 83. All right. So that's the word Hana. That's the root word. Now, I'm gonna erase this. I believe y'all had that. Y'all can rewind if y'all don't have it, right? So, oh damn it, I still need this. So when you take the ha off, when the ha drops off, because the letters can drop off, all right, in our language, you add naya, right? Now, Yah meaning here, and then I am. Here I am. Now I am. So you want to say, now I am married. Now I am angry. Hananiah. You weren't angry when we was getting a gift from the oppressor, giving us all types of little small goodies. We never mad. Hananiah. Now I am. Oppression make a wise man mad. When you didn't think you was being oppressed, but when your eyes weren't open, you weren't mad as you are now. Now I am mad. All right? Now I am tuned into the class. All right? So that's Hananiah, right? So, all right, now that everybody got this, I believe we all got this. All right? I wanted to write this out for you just so y'all can see it. And then we're going to keep on going because we got a lot to cover in lesson 13. I'm going to try to get all through it pretty much. So, Ya Amar, Ya Amar, right? And he said. And then, what did he say? He said, Hananiah. Hananiah. Here I am. Now remember, we ain't even going to read the English yet. We going off of Hebrew, what we learned. What we learned in 13 lessons. Waya Amar Hananiah. And he said, here I am. That's Hebrew. Y'all actually, listen, y'all Hebrew scholars, man. Y'all literally speak another language. Some people speak Spanish and English. English and Portuguese. You know what I mean? Now you speak English, Spanish, and Hebrew. Now you speak English, Portuguese, and Hebrew. Y'all Hebrew scholars, man. Waya Amar Hananiah. Let me hear you say it, Abba.
Okay. Waya Amar Hananiah.
Say it again.
Waya Amar Hananiah.
Say it again.
Waya Amar Hananiah.
What you just say, Abba?
Kokan. And he said, here I am.
And he said, here I am. Waya Amar Hananiah. And he said, here I am. Simple. And y'all at home, y'all practice it too, because we gotta learn how to say it. Remember, when they spoke half the tongue of Moab and half the tongue of Israel, they sounded funny because they was half and half in it. So you don't want to be like more oppressor than our language. You know what I mean? So we gotta learn how to form our mouth to say all that. You gotta learn how to do it, how to say, how to speak our language. All right. Now, with that being said, let's keep going. 7:58, and we ain't even get nowhere yet. We still on the main one. All right. So Waya Amar Hananiah. So now it says after Waya Amar or Waya Debar. So Waya Amar and he said, Waya Debar and he spake. You must learn to watch for direct speech, as we have here. Where will the speech end? And biblical stories, the appearance of another third person verb, often with a Y at the beginning. This Y of conservative just means Y at the beginning, right? With Y at the beginning will signal a resumption of the narrative. So it's saying where will the speech end, the direct speech? And he said, here I am. And then it says, why? When they say why,
when we say wah, that lets you know that speech just ended. All right. Now remember, this is from the oppressor's eyes. He had to study this. All right. So if you don't hear wah come back up at the beginning of a root word, then the speech is still going. And he said, "You're a dirty bastard. You know you need to clean your drawers. That's why your butt stink and all this crazy stuff." That's what he said. And then when you hear wah the bar or something or wakaya or wakwara'atha, now you know. Well, that might be part of the speech, but that's what he's saying. That's what they're trying to get to. All right. Oh, Salaki. Well, wakwara'atha would be and you call, right? Which means that his speech or the direct speech has ended. So that's a good example. All right. So now let's keep going. So now they asked us to break down kaya kwara'atha leya. Kaya kwara'atha leya. So now let's do it. All right. Give yourself a hand, man, for going through Esau's treacherous week of these slaveries, man. Working hard and having to, sacrifice our time and our energy just to make that bastard more rich. That evil monster, man, killing babies in the womb, coming out like he ain't did nothing, whipping our brothers and sisters at the border, putting us in slavery and making a ton of money off of it, bombing whoever he want to bomb, having us fighting his wars, and we can't even rest on the weekend. Because on our days of rest, we might just get shot. Going to the 4th of July.
Right.
Might get shot at its birthday party. Right. Might get a knee on your neck running to the store, making an errand. He's an evil man. So they want us to break down Kaya, Kwara'atha, Leya. Right? I believe that's what they want. Let me just double check, just to make sure. All right. Let's see it. Yep. Kaya kwara'atha leya. Now let's break it down. Kaya. Anybody remember what this means? You remember what this means, Abba? 4. You might bow the hand. Now, man, y'all give me my hand out there too. And give yourself a hand too if y'all getting this down pat. All right, Kaya, 4. It also means because. Well, it's also used as because. It's also rarely used as that. But the main usage is for. But you can use it as because, and it's used as that. For you called me, because you called me, because that you called me. You know what I mean? That you said this, that this happened. Kaya. But it's rarely used as that. All right, so just be careful trying to use it as that. Now, in the kingdom, we'll have a clearer understanding, and the more we speak the Hebrew, we'll have a clearer understanding. So you can use it as this. If you want to put it in your slang form, then go ahead. But just don't make sure you're not overriding the actual word for it, unless it's on purpose. Like some brothers speak it, in a certain way on purpose. Like I go into Esau establishment, I say, "Yo, what is it for?" On purpose, because I don't want to be proper to them. I'm not your slave, man. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, what it is? What's up? What's it for? Let me get this right here. Let me get. I make sure I be, you know what I mean? And everybody don't have to do that, but I don't like them, man. I want them to look at me like this ignorant bastard or this ghetto bass street nigger. I like that because they know that I'm not conformed to you. Right. Now, certain times, there's a time and a place for everything, time and a season for everything. But when I'm just out with Esau, yeah, what it is, homie? What's good?
What be the response?
They get more proper.
Oh, you?
Yeah, that's their response. They get proper. Oh, all right, yeah, I'm fine. I didn't know you understood that. I didn't know you understood what it's hitting for. That's my only confession is girlfriend. So, all right, kaya means for, because, and is also used as that. But I'm gonna take that off for now, right? Because it's rarely used as that. But make sure y'all have that in y'all notes. All right. Kaya kwara'a the. Who remembers what kwara'a means? Kwara'a. Anybody remember? Oh wait. So let me put how you pronounce this. Kaya. That's how you pronounce it. Kaya. All right. This is kwara'a. So I just put under it kwa. Ra. Ah. Alright? So this is pronounced kwa ra'a. And it's about to have a tha at the end. It's about to have tha at the end. Kwa ra'a. Anybody remember what this means? If y'all know what it means, type it in. But for time's sake, I'm going to give it to you, right? Kwa ra'a means call. Or called. Right? So kwa ra'a tha. Tha at the end means what? It means you. Masculine and feminine. It's either or. Tha for masculine, tha for feminine. It's neutral. Kwara'a tha. You called me, sister, or you called. Or you called my house. Right? Kwara'a tha. Well, that's back in the day. You called my phone. I don't even think they got house phones no more, but goddamn, they might. Kwara'a tha. You called my sister, my mother. Why you mad at me? Kaya kwara'a tha. Kaya kwara'a tha. Because you called. Back in the day. For you called. For you called. I was mad at her for she called such and such. That's, 13, 1400s and all that, AD and all that. We in 2022, and bombs are dropping in the Ukraine. Why you call me? Kaya kwara'a tha. Because you called. Because is the most popular. Not for. You know what I mean? Not thine anymore. Not thou or thee. That's played out. Not unto. Nobody goes unto the store. I'm going unto Foot Locker. Nobody does that. We go to Foot Locker. Alright? What you're about to see was the end part we're about to add on here. I just want to make sure y'all can see this. Make sure I ain't in the way. What the last part we're about to add on to this, I'm going to give you an example, is nobody says, call to me. For you called to me. For you called to me. Well, nobody says that. They don't even say, for you called me. They say, because you called me. That's the popular today. All right? I'm going to make some of this bigger. It's starting to get a little tiny. So he's going to make it all bigger. I'm going to take away the pronunciation right there. I think called and all that was pretty good. I'm going to actually move some of this over so you can see La Ya. All right? I want y'all to see this. La Ya. And I might slide that over some too. I just don't want it to be too close. Wara'a tha, right? So you call. Now I'm writing, the English going this way, but it goes this way. You call, right? You call laya. You call to. La at the beginning of a root word means to. Ya at the end of a root word means me or my. Me/my. Kaya, for. Kwara'atha, you call. Laya, to me. In today's time, because you called me. Why are you mad? Kaya para'atha liyah. Because you called my phone. Because you called my phone. It's the same thing. Both of these can, because you called my, because you called to, before you called to me, which is old quicker English. Because you called to my, you know what I mean? Nobody says that though. Definitely nobody says that. Because you called me. Because you called me. Because you called my phone. That's Hebrew. So like I'm all circling everything. I just want y'all to get it. All right, let me write the pronunciation back on the board so y'all can pronounce it. Go ahead, Ibad.
Is thou also a tense or I'm mistaken?
Yeah, it is a tense. You learning a tense. That's why I had us do the tenses. Because now we're about to apply the tenses.
So thou is a tense energy. It's both.
You is a tense. It's past tense. Called. Past tense for you. Masculine or feminine. Past tense for you. You called. Remember, it told us in Hebrew we don't use tenses. We invented the tense form, the form of tenses, because of how everybody talks. We had the first classification for tenses. We are the original language. We kept Eber, our forefather, kept the original language. That's where tenses come from. It comes from tha at the end of a word. Yah at the beginning. Yah at the beginning of a root word means he will. But our language is flexible. We never had tenses. There was no need. Just follow the effing rules. But Adam and Eve, our foreparents, did not follow the rules. Now we know good, and what else we know about? Evil. We follow the rules ain't good enough for some niggas. Salak, it is just not good enough. Follow the rules. Okay, I got you. Here's what I want to do today. And then they get the repercussions like a dumb. That's what happens. We wasn't supposed to learn that way. So, with that being said, we came up with the tense form. Like, tenses were invented because people needed ways to classify how people speak. Where all look at our, you know what I mean, look, our tenses is 3 damn pages, man. 3 pages. That's it. And they ain't even full pages, man. Let me just show y'all something. Just stop the screen. Let me stop the screen share real quick. And I'm gonna just share this just share the tenses. That's all. So you can see them. I'll do part 1. These the rules, man. That's it. It's just follow the effing rules and you'll live. Look, this is it. That's past tense. I mean, this is present tense and some of the past tense. This is how you make something masculine plural or you make something feminine plural. That's it. It's that easy. Life's supposed to be simple, man. Life is supposed to be simple. Now I'm gonna stop sharing that and I'm gonna share the second page. It's easy, man. It ain't even a hard thing to do. Learning Hebrew is very simple. It's the first language. What you gonna put? Everybody gonna come on a planet and you gonna say, all right, now study rocket science. It's like, come on, man. You gotta give people a chance.
Right.
This is the second page, y'all. The rest of the past tense, the future tense, and a couple connectors. That's it. Just follow the rules. Simple. And you got to go to Yale to learn this.
Esau is getting over, man. That you know why you got to go to Yale and learn Yiddish? Because it's garbage.
Right.
All right, so now let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. Let's get back into the lesson. 8:14. All right, I'm gonna share the. I'm gonna go back to the lesson and share that screen, and let's keep it moving. All right, so they asked us what it means. Kaya means for, because, and is rarely used as that, right? We'll just go with because. Because, even though in the Bible it'll probably say for, I'm just using today's language. Because Quara'atha is a verb, right? The stem and the form are likely to be past tense, right? Because under the first root consonant, there is a something for vowels, right? Which we are not paying attention to. So we don't even need that, right? We don't need the rest of that at all. Here's what we do need. Tha is a second masculine singular pronoun. Second person, meaning you. So we got first person, I, we, us, our. Second person, you, y'all, your, right? Thee, thou, thine, right? Masculine for male. Singular, meaning just one person. We already know that, right? So tha is second person, meaning you, masculine. So you're saying you to a man, to just one man. Or else it would be second person, masculine plural. You would be saying y'all. Y'all did this. You brothers did this.
Right.
But now you're just saying you did it, meaning talking to one person. All right, so we got that. Quara'a means call or called. All right. Laya means to me or to my. Now it wants us to translate the verse, and let's do that. Oh, damn, I did it again. I ain't go too far, though, this time. I ain't go that far. I think I went down. I either went down or up. Oh, yeah, I went up. On page 57, I got to go back to page 59. Where are we at? Right here. All right. Translate the verse. That's exactly what we going to do. Let's translate it. All right. It's a lock if I have the screen so small. All right. So now let's translate the verse. Okay. And then I buy. You're gonna read it to me in the English public show.
Okay.
Alright. So we're gonna erase all this. And most of y'all probably know what it said already because we went through it. Which means you learn Hebrew. I mean, like, you know your language. We work hard for Esau every day, all day. It's about time for us to get some us time. Alright? Wayah was the first one we did. Can't forget that. We've been doing that for like 2 Passovers already. Right. I forgot Yah. I just put Wa'amar. I just put and say. Wa'amar would be and say. Or and said. But it would be and he said, talking about the person. Right? And he said this. Right? So Yah Amar. Alright? I don't know if y'all can see this. I felt like I made that just a little too small. So I can try to fix my eye. My eye. Waya Amar. And he said, right? Waya Amar Hananiah. So let me space this out so you don't think it's all, one word. Hananiah. Waya Amar Hananiah. And he said, here I am. Waya Amar Hananiah Kaya. Kaya 4 / because. He's going to keep that because up there. Just because that's the popular. Everybody's going to say 4, but we'll put 4 up there. It's because that's actually what it probably said in Old Quicker English. And he said, here I am.
because, or for, Quara'atha. Quara'atha. You call. And then Layah. So it will have a little dash there. To me. Alright? You called to me. Lock it. I just wanted to fix that. For you called to me. So, Waya Amar, and he said, oh, Salaki, let me put how you pronounce these, right? So we can all know how to say it. Wa, Ya, Amar. Waya Amar, Hananiah. Waya Amar, Hananiah, Kaya. I put it down here. Qua Ra'atha Laya. Now this is all, I'll just put it over here. Right? I'll just put it over here. La Ya. I'll just erase this right here. Boom. So now, Waya. So like it. Let me come over here and get out the way. Alright. And everybody should have that. Should be able to write that down and see it, hopefully, if y'all can't. So, Waya Amar, and he said, Hananiah, here I am. Kaya, for. Qara'atha Laya, you called me.
Right.
And let me, I'm glad I said that because I want to put this in parentheses. Alright, I want to put this in parentheses. Because that's not in it. Alright, Abad, give me the English. Give me the English.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 3, and verse 8.
All right, hold on, let me share the screen for them. For 1 Samuel. I'm gonna leave this up on the board so y'all can see it though. But I am gonna share the screen. Boom, boom, boom. And just put the English up with it. Boom, boom, boom. Give me 1 second. Abad. Boom. There we go. Blue letter Bible. Bang. Take off the vowels. There we go. Let's get it.
And the Lord called Samuel again the third time.
And the Lord said what?
Called Samuel again the third time.
Uh-huh.
And he arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me.
And what did he say?
For thou didst...
No, say it again. And he said...
And he said...
So like read the English. Read exactly what it said. He came to Eli. Go ahead.
Here, he arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me.
For thou didst what?
Call me.
For thou didst call me. For you, or because you, or because thou, right? And just to give you all the different variations. For thou, or because you didst or did call me. Did it say call to me?
Call me.
It said call me. Now, I want to come back over to the board. It said, for thou, so like I'm gonna show y'all this is why I always zone in purposely on today's time. Because in our language, even though it's said like this and written like this we're not actually saying, and he said, here I am, for called you to me. That's not what it says. So these words in parentheses, I'm gonna just erase them. And said, remember, Yah's the indicator, right? I'm gonna erase that parenthesis. And said, here I am, for thou or you or you did call me. Remember, tha is the past tense. Tha is past tense for you. I mean, for whatever this is, it's past tense. For you, saying you did this past tense. You already did it. And it's masculine or feminine, it's neutral. For you didst call me. You did call me. Meaning you already called me, right? So it ain't even called. So I'm gonna erase this, but I'm gonna bring it back to show y'all to bring it up to par. I'm gonna bring it back. You did call me. I gotta erase this just to put did in there, right? You did call. You did call me. And said, here I am, for you did call me. And I'm gonna keep the for in there for now. I'm gonna erase because, and I'm gonna bring it back because I'm gonna bring it up to speed for everybody. Right? And said, here I am, for you did call me. I don't think I gotta put thou didst and all that, right? I think the for is enough. But I erased he. Now I'm gonna bring it up to speed. I'm gonna take away for and put because in 2022 we say because. For in 2022 we say because. I could have used it that way, but that's not how we use it. So because. Now I'm gonna take away did call because we don't say did call. We would normally just say you called. We wouldn't say you didst call.
Right.
We would say you called me. Waya Amar and said, Ananiah, here I am, Kaya, because Kwara'atha you called Leah me. And said, here I am because you called me. Waya Amar Ananiah, Kaya, Kwara'atha Leah. And said, here I am because you called me. That's what he's saying. In today's time. He went over to Eli. He was like, yo, here I am. I'm right here. You just called me. That's what I wanted to put, because that's what I came up last night. That didst, when it said you did call, in the context of what he's saying and what's happening, he would put, you just called me. Because that's what he's saying. Right? He's saying, you just called me. Waya Amar Hananiah Kaya Kwara'atha Leah. You just called me. Kwara'atha Leah. Kwaratha Leah. I'm getting damn tongue tied up, Bob. Waya Amar Hananiah Kaya Kwara'atha Leah. And said, here I am because you just called me. We don't say didst. We usually say, you called me, if somebody called you on the phone. But if you come downstairs like, Abad, what's going on? I'm right here. You just called me. You just now called. Because if you understood the backdrop, the Lord was calling him. Read it again from the top. Go up one verse. Baba Kashaw. This when the Lord was calling him. And Eli going to let him know, like, you hearing the Lord's voice. You called by the Most High. You hearing his voice. All right, and I'm gonna go to it on here. We're gonna go and see the English. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 3, and verse 7. Now Samuel did not yet know the Lord, neither was the word of the Lord yet revealed unto him.
So Shema Wa'ala didn't know the Most High. Samuel, he didn't know the Lord yet. The Lord didn't reveal his word to him. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And the Lord called Samuel again the third time. And he arose and went to Eli and said, here am I, for thou didst call me.
So this is the third time. The third time he was called. And here's verse 6. And the Lord called yet again. I mean, he already called him before. He just called him again. Samuel. And Samuel arose and went to who? Eli, and said, Here I am, for thou didst call me. And he answered, I called not, my son. Lie down again. Meaning, I ain't call you. Go back and lay down. And then what happened? He called him again. And he like, yo, what's going on? You just called. Right. And read on, Ibot.
Okay. And Eli perceived that the Lord had called the child.
He said, what?
And Eli perceived that the Lord had called the child.
And then Eli knew that the Most High called him. Read on.
Verse 9. Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, Go lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, that thou shalt say, Speak, Lord, for thy servant heareth. So Samuel went and lay down in his place.
Thank you. That's the Most High. That's the Most High. When the Lord call you, you do things. I mean, Jesus spoke to me today, y'all. I'm getting that new Maserati. Can you say, Jesus spoke to me today, husband? I'm going to go have sex with Donald down the street. Your man ain't trying to hear that. He don't give a damn. Hey, Jesus spoke to me today, baby. I'm leaving your ass. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Because people say a lot of crazy things. But when the Lord speaks to you, you end up looking crazy. Now, ain't that one West? When the Lord really dealing with you, you looking crazy to everyone else around you. You in a cult. That's when the Lord really call you. Oh, what's all this you got on? Those things and strings hanging off your pants and all that? Now you wear that stupid thing on your head? Who made that for you? All that crazy talk, man. That's when the Lord really does call you. When the Lord calls you, you say the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speak of, man. All right? Halabana Yashatan. So, Waya Amor, Hananiah Kaya, Kwaratha Layud. Kwaratha Layud. That one always get me right there at the bottom. The last 3-4 times it got me. Waya Amor Hananiah Kaya Kwaratha Layud. All right? We so used to speaking English, we can barely speak our own damn language. Let me hear you say it, Abad, if you don't mind. All right, I'm only asking Abad, you know what I mean, for the sake of the class. I would like y'all online to do it as well. Try it yourself. You know what I mean? Waya Amar, Hananiah, Kaya, Kwara'atha, Layah. Or Kwara'atha, Layah. Go ahead, Abad, you got it.
Okay. Waya Amar, Hananiah, Kaya Kwara'atha Laya.
Go ahead. 3 times if you don't mind.
Okay. Waya Amar Hananiah Kaya Kwara'atha Laya. Waya Amar Hananiah Kaya Kwara'atha Laya.
Yeah. And the more we say it, the more we'll get fluent. Now you just be sitting there, you think about it, and you just say it to yourself. And I try to say it so that I know what I'm saying. Right. If I want to say and he said. So I'm thinking like, all right, and he said, all right, Waya Amar, Hananiah, Kaya, Kwara'atha, Layah. Until I can get it in me, in my spirit, that I'm saying and said, here I am because you just called me. And said, here I am because you just called me. All right? Go ahead.
It seems like when you speak Hebrew instead of like English, the words come out or the characters come out and more forceful. Even in the scripture, you can see it. You can feel the difference. And when you speak Hebrew, like any characters in Hebrew or any words in Hebrew, than when you speak English, like
Yeah, calm. Because you have to form your mouth to say it. Like you can't just blah 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 blah. Blah. Like yeah, I mean like you can say in English, yeah, I don't even feel like doing all that. Yeah, I mean I'm just chilling. I don't feel like doing it. Yeah, I mean it's like you can't do that in Hebrew. Cause ain't nobody, you know what I mean, you gotta pronounce, you gotta, yeah, I mean, how you gonna be like, it's hard, that's hard to do. You know what I mean? You got I and Bob and Gog, and you know what I mean, and Magog now, and Magog, and all that. Yeah, Magog, you like you can't do that. You can't mumble in Hebrew. It's like because your mouth has to open, right? So you can talk. And you're not in a box. You can't sneak this. Waya Amar Ananiah Kaya Kwara'atha Laya. Kwara'atha Laya. I'll probably be doing this all night trying to get it. Kwara'atha Laya. Kwara'atha Laya. Kwara'atha Laya. Like to get the feeling of it. All right, now let's keep going. They gave us an exercise, right? That they wanted us to do. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen and we're gonna do these little exercises that they gave us, right? Now the oppressor is the devil. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. We doing these exercises not because the oppressor is teaching us Hebrew, so to speak, but because they are teaching us Hebrew. We're doing the exercises because it's an exercise. Exercise is good for the body. You know what I mean? And that's how we're gonna do it. It ain't like we got, this ain't our Yale 101 course. We don't give a damn. Just give us our language back. All right, so here it says, wait, did I didn't share it. Let me make sure I share it. So like that devil said, I don't like you, Dad. Had me. I was like, oh, is this really happening? Told his dad he don't like him. His dad said, that's fine. Oh, gay. Should have tore that little devil up. Anyway. Extra grammar. It is now time to learn how to conjugate a verb and the qual, which is basic meaning, affects in all persons, meaning first in all persons, genders, and numbers. First person, second, third person, you got it, all right? In all genders, masculine and feminine, in all numbers, one or plural, right? Singular or plural. We are using pequod as a paradigm verb because it is a strong verb. That means that all three of the root letters will always be present, and each of them is able to represent to receive a dagesh. We don't need a dagesh. That's dots and all that. We also choose it because it is one of the few verbs which is attested in the Bible in the biblical Hebrew in all 7 stems. Who cares about what they're talking about? About them trying to classify our language. Abba, can I get something to drink? Bubba Kashaw. Okay. All right. I'll take some water. Bubba Kashaw. All right, so now let's go on. It says the sign of the qual. All right, we're going to skip that. They talking about dots. Just so y'all know, they talking about this dot right here. That's exactly what they're speaking about. All right, so let's keep going. So now what they want us to do is for each of these, write what it means. They want us to identify what it means in each form. In second person, masculine, third person, feminine, and singular, and first person, common, plural, and all that. All right, so we'll do that. We'll do that. It's an exercise. Exercise is good for the body. In this case, it's good that we do use it to learn our language. All right. I bought Bubba Kashaw. Can you erase the board for me? So now, qual affects, that just means basic meaning. Basic meaning, strong verb. All right. Strong verb meaning all three letters the characters are always there. All three characters are always there, no matter how you put no matter what connectors are connected to it. What word connectors are connected to it, the three letters are always there. You know what I mean? Pequod is there. It is a strong verb, meaning letters don't drop off. All right. It says, we strongly suggest that you memorize the basic patterns as they are presented and then the variations on those patterns. All right. So let's do what I bought. You know what I mean? Let's put this up. We'll make this a little bit smaller. We'll make the screen bigger. Right? I don't know if everybody at home can see this. Shalom, sis. What's going on? All right. Now, let's get down to it. Let's get to the money. All right, let's get to the meat of it. Pequod. Give me what pequod means. It should be in the book. Visit or visit. I'm not sure what word that is. I'm just moving. Pequod means visit or visited. Right? Here we go. Got the marker right here. So visit. So now, the first one they got up here is just the basic meaning. I'm gonna stay over here just because we got that up. So pa, qua, and then da. Pa, qua. This is pa, this is qua, and then you got, qua and da connected. Pa, qua. All right. Qua means visit. So, I was about to put visited, or visit. Is actually what I wrote. I wrote visited. Damn, Bob, you about to let me go out like that. So, visit. All right. Now, the first one they put up there is visit. So, is pequod is the top one, right? And they said it is third person masculine singular is what they want us to make it. So third person masculine, meaning he. Masculine singular, meaning he. Because third person masculine plural would be they. But you're talking about men. They did it, meaning those guys did it, right? So visit. So if they wanted third person masculine singular, then it's he visited or he visited, right? He visited. That's pequod. Pequod, that one right there means he visited. All right. So, all right, wait, I skipped something. I wanted to go in order, right? I want y'all to know that I actually did it. Pequod by itself means visit, right? Or visited, right? Right? Or visits, right? So now, if you want to make it third person masculine singular, you're just adding he. He visited. He visits his daughter, right? His son. He visits his grandma. He visits his dad, his uncle, his mother, right? He visited his son. He visited his daughter. He visited his wife, right? That's what it means. Let me get out the way. Now that y'all, you can see it. He visited. He visits. That's what it says. All right. Go ahead, Ibot.
Third person masculine singular is always assumed for the regular verb.
Right.
Because they don't have no special.
No, okay. It's not always assumed.
it's just it will be automatically assumed. It's not always, because it could be visits. Well, yeah, it's the same damn thing. All right, okay, let me give you an example of what I mean. Go visit your grandmother. It wouldn't be he. So it's not always. Go visit your sister, your daughter, your brother. So it's not he visited or he visited. You know what I mean? It's just the word itself, which is why I gave it to you by itself without this. Right? Go visit someone. Now it would be go visit this person, right? Meaning do this. You're giving a person a command to go visit somebody, right? Or I went to visit my grandmother. You know what I mean? I went to visit my uncle. You know what I mean? So, she went to visit him. But of course, I believe the form would be on it because it has to match. She went to visit. I believe that she visited. You know what I mean? Would be on there, right? Which would be thought, which is a good one, right? Because now the quiet thought, right? The quiet thought. Oh damn! I'm at the top. The quiet thought. Now means what? What does it mean? It means you visit. You visited. We just did it with Quara. You visit. You visited. Right? Masculine and is neutral. Masculine and feminine is neutral. You visited. When was I in prison and you visited me? When was I thirsty and you gave me to drink? And you did this. That's thought. Pequod thought. You visited, right? Which is second person. It could be second person, masculine or feminine. So second person, masculine / feminine, singular, right? Masculine or feminine, singular. You visited. You had something you want to say about?
Okay. When you use the example, go visit, wouldn't that be you assume, you singular assume?
That's what I'm saying. Like it would have a form on it. It would have a form on it, But remember, we ain't uppity, like we ain't stiff like the white man. Our thing is flexible. We can drop letters off. So it's not saying that you all like I'm not saying that it will always be that way. Because sometimes it's just not. Sometimes it's literally just the root word. Like if I said go visit, right? Halak is go, right? Which one is easier? Which one can y'all see? Can y'all see this over here? Let me move Pequod over. You move Pequod over here. And then I got a little bit of space right there. Alright? Quad thought. Right? So now, if I said go visit, right? If I wanted to say go visit Yerid, right? Meaning you go. That's what I'm saying. You go visit your rib or go visit your rib. But I'm talking to you. Right? Halak or Yilak, I believe, is go. Right? Yilak. Right? Yilak. And then Pequod. Yilak, Pequod. Go visit. Right? But it would be you go. Yalakha. You go visit. So it could be Yalakha, Pequodtha, and then your wife, right? So Ashaka, right? Your wife. Go visit your wife. Yalakfa pakwatha ashaka. Right? Your wife. You or your is ka at the end. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So there you go, because thumb is you plural. So it could be that you could have the same thing, meaning you go, you visit your wife. Right? I can say go and visit your wife, or just go visit your wife. So now it could be yalakfa pakwad ashaka. Or you could add, like I said, you could add this thought on it as well. For you go, you visit your rib. I seen it we see it like that all the time in the Bible. Yalakfa pakwad. Like think about when we read for the Sabbath service. Yalakfa pakwatha. Is usually matching. Ashaka. So yalakfa pakwatha ashaka. Go visit your wife. Alright? Or I can say, you go and visit. You go and you visit your wife. Yalakfa wa pakwatha ashaka. You know what I mean? So it just depends. So you could, there's nothing wrong with it being that way, but I wouldn't say that it has to be that way every single time, because that just wouldn't be exactly true. If I may, I believe that sometimes it's not exactly like that, because remember in Hebrew, we don't, as far as tenses, we don't use it for tenses. So to say past, present, or future, but these are the rules. So I can see it being like that because it's usually like that, but then I've seen some where it made me wonder why it didn't have a tense on it, which is the only reason why I said I wouldn't put it like that. Because it's some certain root words that I've seen, I was like, damn, why doesn't it have the tense for this tense? Because they should match. And they just don't, because we ain't Esau. We got flavor. You know what I mean? So now let's do paquada, and then let's do paquad for y'all. Let's do first person common singular. Whenever you got that common, it just means I, we, us, or I, or our. Alright? This first person. I, we, us, our. Esau, he just a cornball. Alright? So with that being said, let's do let's take the thigh off of it. Now, let's do first person common singular. Right? So remember the key word is singular, so it can only be I. If it was plural, then we could use we, us, or our. Right? So paquad, ya. That's the ya, the one what you see with the tha and the ya at the end, with tha and ya at the end. So this is paquad, tha, ya. And then this at the end just means I visited. Or I visit. Well, I visit, past tense. I visited, the gaps. Or I visit, people in the world sometimes. You know what I mean? I visit places sometimes. I mean, I do things sometimes. Or I visited, right? So there you have it. Paquad. Oh, let me put it up here. Quad the Yah. Put it right here going this way. The correct the way in English. But the correct way is at the top. Quad the Yah, right? As you know, English does go, Hebrew does go right to left. What's our time check? I thought we only had like 3 minutes, so I didn't want to go into too much. But this is a good exercise. If y'all got the book, then y'all should do it. Let's do second person feminine plural. What time am I?
8:55.
8:55. We got a little bit of time. Second person feminine plural. All right. So we'll erase this. We'll erase the Yah. We'll erase I. Take all this off, right? I erase this pile a little bit. Try to fix that. So, second person, feminine, plural, right? Remember, second person is you. So I'm saying, and then, so plural is y'all, right? So second person, feminine, is y'all sisters did this. You sisters did this, right? And it's fun. Y'all shamar al, a thumb. Lord, watch over y'all. Lord, watch over you. But plural. So y'all. Because that's what we say today. But quad thun. Right? You. Or I'll put y'all just to not confuse nobody. Y'all. Y'all visited. But these is women. These is females. Y'all visited somewhere you shouldn't visit. That's the male strip club. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, y'all visited the children. Oh, I gotta put it up here. Quad, quad, thun. Y'all sisters visited the Passover. Pequathon, y'all visited the Passover. Y'all visited the hotel for the Passover. Y'all visited people in the world before Passover. Pequathon, y'all visited people in the world after Passover. Pequathon. Damn, I was supposed to put thun. I put the actual thun in Hebrew. I was supposed to spell that out. All right. Quad, put tha, and then na. Quad thun. Oh, so like we do it how I usually do it. And put the connector right there. Quad thun. Go ahead.
Just to confirm, why at the end of a root word means they?
Why at the end of a root word means him or his, and it also means they.
Okay, him or his or.
Yep. Him or his or they when it's on a verb.
When it's on a verb.
Means they. They ran, not his ran or him ran. So they ran. When it's on a noun, bayath wa, his house. You know what I mean? Their house would be hum or hun. Not unless because there is like them and there and all that. Well, that would be them. So you would use waya. You know what I mean? Yabayah, their house or they house. But it'll have the ya at the beginning. So I might just add something different, right? Before we wrap it up, this little last one. I could take this off the screen, right? Because really, this right here, we pretty much we did the whole 13th chapter. The whole 13th lesson. All right. Sis said, isn't he visiting his grandma or something? All right. Isn't it you go visit your mom or friend or something? Nah, it's just gang slang. It's just regular slang. All right. It's not he is visiting his grandma. You could use it that way, but it don't have to be that way. Because is something that's not required in Hebrew. Like right now, we talk like slaves, which is why we think you gotta put is. He is visiting his grandma. When in Hebrew, it's just that nigga visited his grandma. That's how we talk. Think about it as not being a slave and not having to say he is, not having to be so enslaved, and proper. You know what I mean? Like you can say, you know what I mean? And that's Hebrew. That's, you know what I mean? Yeah, the word, you know what I mean, in Hebrew. But that letting that out is Hebrew. It's us. That's slang. That's how we talk. When people remember, the oppressor classifies slang as the way black people talk, and he makes it negative when really that's just how we talk. He talks proper, which is his slang, but he makes it seem positive. I wonder why that is. It's like yes, and I am there. We don't do that. That's Esau. That's how he does it. So how is his good and mine bad? You know why? Because I'm his slave. He says what's good for me or not. He says, nigga, you cannot wear your pants like that. That's bad. And I gotta listen to him. Today we got a boot kiss. A white man kissed our boots today, which is good. They're gonna do a lot more of that in the kingdom. And just like I.S.U.P.K said, I'm like, man, get the hell off me. Your damn boot kissing my feet. You had your time. Now, that's because he'll be our slave. And we'll tell him, hey, why your pants so damn tight? Loosen that damn belt up. Sag them damn pants a little bit. Walk like a man. And then he'll have to do that. Your garment is wrinkled. Iron your garment. Damn heathens, you lazy. You don't know what to do. You shiftless. Do something with these smelly heathens. Get them out of my sight. And that's what he'll have to do. He'll have to obey. What? Come here. What the hell? Is that a garment? Where you buy that garment? Go get a real garment. Go get a job, man. So you can afford a garment. Stinky heathen, man. Get him out my face. Why are you looking at me? Your heathen just looked at me. That's what women will say in the kingdom. Baby, that heathen looked at me. You like, what? Yo, your slave just looked at my wife. And he'll get his ass whipped. Emmett Till died from a white woman lying, saying that he whistled at her. He was a child. And he dead. Got beat to death. Let a heathen look up. Let him look upward. You want to go cold, quicker English? That nigga better not look upward, or that's his behind. That's black people. Get ready for that. Stop being a slave, man. Now, I'm not just blazing on the sister. I'm blazing because that is how it's going to be. Masculinity will rule. You won't be oppressed by broads or some devil or some old other, you know what I mean, stinking heathen. They're going to do what we want them to say. And if he'll come to that, let a heathen try to get, if the Lord bless me out, to have a plantation of devils or a city of devils, let them devils come to me not talking slang, trying to get a damn job. I'm like, nigga is filled. Get out. The fuck out. So I can for the language. But that's what I'm going to say to him. The F out. Yeah, that is filled already. Niggas is in here already. You got roll. That means you didn't get the job. Niggas in here already. You got roll. You didn't get the job. Sorry, Esau. Maybe your garment was too tight. Maybe your boots wasn't high enough. Devil. So, that being said, we don't have to say is in our language. because we're not gay and uppity like the white man, and this ain't the white man's language. So, is that nigga visiting? That's what it means. It means that, D-A-T, nigga visited wherever he went to. It's our language. The white man don't own this. We ain't pleasing white people. This black and Hispanic thing. How's the what? That nigga about to go to work. That's correct. You want a job in the kingdom Esau? That nigga better learn how to talk. The way black people talk. Listen, Esau gonna come try to get a job from you out the what? He better have his hair braided. I'm talking about something fly. Pants with a little bit of sag, garment on. You better come in there, hey, yo, I'm here for that job, you know what I'm saying? Then he'll get it. If not, niggas in there already. You gotta roll. You too late, dog. Get the F out. That's our language. That's our kingdom. We ain't the white man's slave. Little pet. Go ahead.
If I could, for me, Esau gonna have the farm clothes on like we did. He gonna have the pants way up there. With a t-shirt on, go out there in the field. That's what you do.
I.S.U.P.K said he gonna say, have your pants rolled up high with your t-shirt on and get in the field. That's our kingdom. You gotta change your mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not just for the sister, but this is for everybody, man. We work 5-6 days a week for this devil being his slave. This belongs to us. This is that nigga don't own me no more. No M-O. No more. That's our language. That's how we work. This is Hebrew, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we don't gotta write ears. You gotta love your language, man. Y'all sisters visit. Or y'all sisters visit the brothers and sisters in the school. For quiet them. With that being said, it's our language, man. We gotta love it. Enjoy your Friday. Alright, Friday is over now. It's going into Shasha, to the 6th day. Salaki, Shabbat. This was the 6th day. Shasha. Friday is the 6th day. But now we're going into a ball. A ball hana. Wait. A ball hana. Yalak now. Baal Shabai Yawom. Alright? I said, but now we're going into the 7th day. Alright? Well, I said 7th day. Or 7th day. The 7th is Shabai Tha, I believe. Shabai Tha. That's how we say nth, like the TH. Shabai Tha. So, Abal, Hana, Yalak Nawa, Baal, Shabai Tha Yawom. But now we're going into the 7th day. Alright? And that nigga better be prepared when the 7th day is him being a slave. That devil. D-A-T-D-E-V-L-L, whatever you want to spell it. That's how it's going to be spelled in the kingdom. It's going to be D-V-L, devil. D-E-V-I-L-L-L-L in the kingdom. Devil. You know what I mean? This is our language, man. We love it. So, no, you ain't got to put ears on everything. All right? With that being said, I'm going to pass the class over to priest and officer I.S.U.P.K. You can spin the camera right, Bob.
1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And the Commander General Yohanna. Move for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are all limited for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother and sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you will find in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. In the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. In
means 10 to Hebrew or Ma'ashur, 10% of any, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department, priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever much you like. Upcoming holy convocation, we have the Passover. It's on April the 15th.
Yep.
It's on April 15th.
Come.
I walk and check the bulletin board in the hallway. Any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all blacks, boots, shirt, headband, and scarf. If I could, we had anybody that can donate, you know what I'm saying, to the Philadelphia school to get the van back rolling for camp. With that being said, that my just means to stand.
Lord's Prayer.
That's the Lord's Prayer. Sar La Ha Aquadum, which means
Lapanya Aquadum.
Lapanya Aquadum, which means turn face east. We'll send up the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanau. Shabbat Shemayim.
Qadash. Haya. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Haya. I.S.U.P.K. Kawar. Haya. Bashamayim. Lathananau. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalakunau. Kabawafinau. Kasalaknau. Kabawafinau. Wala'ah. Labianau. Manasawan. Abo. Awashadnau. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wala'ala. Wathapara. Laiwalam. Amen. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
With that being said, Sar, Israel, we're going to get one person salute. Shabbat. Elijah. Barak.
How about Shem Yahshua Barakathum?